Hello, my name is Tara, and this is ETS-Lindgren. Follow me as we gain knowledge from leading industry experts in audio, medical, filters, chambers, and much, much more. Welcome to Tara's Tech Talks.
Hello, thank you so much for tuning to another special episode of Tara's Tech Talk. Today I have Garth D'Abreu, our Director of Automotive Solutions. Welcome to Tara's Tech Talk, Garth.
Thank you, it's a pleasure to be here.
So Garth, how about we starting with you tell us a little about yourself and also what you do at ETS-Lindgren.
So I am the Director of Automotive Solutions. I have been with the company for about 34 years.
Wow.
I started with a previous company in the UK that's part of the group. Worked in the filter development department initially, moved through project management, project engineering, then the RF engineering design team, and now Director of Automotive Solutions.
So what's your background then? Tell us a little about...
So I have a bachelor's from the North London University in the UK.
Okay.
And got that when I lived in the UK and worked in the UK.
So I know you're participating in a few workshops and tutorials at the IEEE Symposium. So can you tell us a little about what topics you're going to present? And also, there's some contents that we can, our readers watchers can look forward to?
Sure, there have been a lot of changes in the automotive industry, in general over the last few years, especially as it relates to the development of electric vehicles.
Of course.
The introduction of advanced driver systems on different types of vehicles. And also in terms of the development of automotive standards to support these changes, there's a lot happening. So what I'll cover during the course of the IEEE Symposium during the workshops is a section on standards and updates to the development of standards, as well as updates to the development of chambers, the design of chambers.
Of course.
And what some of the changes that have been introduced are to support the testing of vehicles with advanced features. We had a standards meeting a couple of weeks ago, so there are some changes that's worth mentioning.
Okay.
So I think attendees would be interested in seeing, what's happening in the standards, where the standards are moving forward, what's being introduced, what changes would have an impact in what they test and how they test. Those are some of the important things that people would be interested in.
So, hey, you mentioned about e-vehicles. I know that's a super hot topic, especially now, our life involves more and more, e-motors on the road. So, can you tell us a little about, how that influenced the standard developments and
So what e-vehicles do is introduce a noise source. The electric motor and inverter is a new noise source. So the manufacturers of those vehicles and the manufacturers of the components have to perform emissions and immunity tests on those components to make sure that they meet the regulatory requirements.
Okay.
Those components are specific to electric vehicles, and more recent versions of the standards have introduced, test methods and procedures giving guidance on how some of those components could be tested at component level, and also how vehicles that are, electric driven can be tested. Again, looking specifically at emissions from the electric drive components and any immunity related to those components.
Wow. So, so can you tell us, extend a little more about, the tutorial and the workshop you're going to run? Share a little insight with us.
So we have a number of good speakers from the industry, from test labs, from manufacturers, and they bring a lot of their knowledge and background into the presentation. So it's very good for a workshop to have this, one-on-one with the audience, with the attendees, so they get really grounded information from people that are experts in that field. From test labs, a test lab will test a number of different product types across a wide range of manufacturers. So they have a lot of experience with potential problems that people see.
Practical experience, right?
Absolute practical experience that people, the problems that people have that they'll be able to share with the attendees.
Right.
And similarly, from manufacturers' perspective, it's good to understand what problems manufacturers face when they develop vehicles and how they go about solving those problems. So I think with the test labs, the manufacturers, and the manufacturer of the test facilities, ourselves, I think it's useful for people to get different perspectives
of
what's involved in this whole sphere of EMC testing.
Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us and our viewers and shared all those exciting topics that we can look forward to at the IEEE Symposium. So hey guys, be sure to check out our tutorial and also workshop schedules, and make sure you stop by and see us at booth 301. Thank you so much.
Thank you.